So, good evening. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm doing excellent so far, so good. What's about you?
Yes, I'm also very good, very pleasing. Thanks for
hmm
asking.
hmm Okay,
So,
so
we
as
are
we
meeting.
are, yep, go ahead.
You go ahead.
So as we are talking for the first time through this platform, so I would love to know about you. So could you please introduce yourself for me?
Yes, sure, certainly. Well, my name is Ashwal. I'm from UP. I complete my master in political science. My hobbies are reading books, diary writing, and practicing yoga. It's all about me.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you are basically from Bangladesh, right?
I'm
Or
from UP.
UP? UP, yep. As you have stated earlier, that are you from Bangladesh? So I also thought that you are from Bangladesh. And now you are saying that you are from UP, so it's quite like I'm started wondering what he's saying. Okay, okay, wonderful. So let
Sure.
me introduce myself. My name is Faizan Sheikh. I am from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And if we talk about my academics, I have completed my bachelor's in microbiology and currently pursuing my master's in the same field. And I'm passionate toward teaching, so which lead. That's why I'm teaching maths and biology to the high class students, and I'm passionate toward learning this language, so which lead to start my own YouTube channel, and through this platform I'm sharing my insights of English and helping other co-learners and helping my viewers to build their communication and to boost their confidence. And moreover, I can say uh, like I am more into the storytelling and always open to embrace the new opportunity, whether it's communication, fitness, something that sparks my curiosity. So this is more and less about me.
Good. It's not. It is not just more or less. It is the far and far.
Okay. Okay. So you have completed your bachelor's, right?
Yes, bachelor as well as the master in political science.
In political science.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So right now, are you working anywhere?
Not working, preparing for the civil services and other competitive examinations.
Uh, just for my information, or like which competitive examination?
Civil services.
Civil services, UPSC, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, you are correct. You are not wrong.
Okay. So in initial days, I have also thought that I should start preparing for the UPSC. But when I came across the subjects, so I think okay, let's not do it. Okay, let's do the some another thing. So as of now, I'm doing my masters in microbiology, and after 2 months, I'm going to appear for my PhD in the same field.
Oh, good. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm from that state. I'm from the state which is the UP, and UP and the Bihar is what the state are considered that if you are from these two states,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere down the line you will prepare for the civil services. It is the notion about the UP and the Bihar.
Yep.
People consider that appearing and having the aspirations, having the willingness for the civil services is in our DNA of UP and the Bihar.
But apparently, we can say that there are lots of civil service officers. Okay, and especially in government sector, the people are from Bihar and UP only.
That is what I'm just describing to you. Around the 25% of the officers, the each year they selected, they are from the UP, the 16% from the Bihar. So Bihar and the UP comprise the 50% of the 100%.
Yep, yep, definitely. For you are like you are correct. And the thing is which I am wondering that why this ratio is high in UP and Bihar. They know any kind of trick or shortcut that you have to follow this and you are going to be selected.
No, we don't want to diminish our ancestor name.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's
Just for the
like
correct.
coming from a long time, right?
No, this is just for the kidding. It's not that so true. Actually,
Uh-huh.
UP and the Bihar, we were the state, we have so much poverty.
Mhm.
Although we are getting over our, from all of these things, but yes, we are considered that, we in UP, you can ask to anyone else. We are
Mhm.
very much passionate for the government job. It is not just about civil services. We are so much, dead for the government job. We just think because we have seen and we are in the poverties, and a lot of the, I mean the, if we have to improve our family condition, ultimately we have to crack this any government examination. That is the only the recipe for improving, for healing the family condition of our family. And we are not, we are not so privileged, basically from the, those who are from the village background. We don't have, that much money that we can start our the own business and any, like any other the task which we can do. So ultimately the recipe which we have, which is the government job. In the government job we don't have to give any kind of, the we can say the bribe. It's very much clear: do your hard work
Mhm.
and get the job.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. But the thing is that we have to put lots of effort throughout the year. Okay, as far as I know that there are lots of aspirants are there. They are preparing for more than 6 years, and I have seen myself. My friends are also there, and they are preparing hard. They are like practicing day in and day out. Okay, so I felt that there is a like a tough competition, you can say, in this field. And if you want to get selected, you need to be have some kind of like extra quality, or you need to be one step ahead of them in a hard work, which
Right.
I felt.
Yes, you are so much true. It's very much true. We have to put each and everything into action. It is not
Right.
just about living your personal ambitions, your personal, ideas, like, because we are the human being. Like everyone wants to enjoy the party, marriage party, birthday party. We have to sacrifice all of these things just to gain the, one government job. And it is like the said in our UP or the Bihar, and not just
Mhm.
UP or Bihar, you can see anywhere, that if the one person from a family is selected for the government job, so he can improve the next, the 3 to 4 generation of his or her family. Because when the one is selected from that family, so it's becoming kind of, the example, an example, that you also have to crack the civil services. For example, if I selected for the civil services, somehow I would also try to convince my the children in the future that they should also, prepare for the civil services. When my the children, they would be, the father, like that, so they would be, also convinced to their own the children. So it's becoming, circles. So yes.
Yep. Absolutely, absolutely. And if anyone is selected in any of the family, okay, he or she is going to create the path for the upcoming generation. Okay,
Right.
he or she is going to know that, yep, we have to. It's not about only study, it's about how you have to study and what you have to study. Right? There are lots of subjects are there, lots of content is available, okay, and lots of knowledge is there. But you
Mm.
have to know that what you have to consume, okay,
Right.
what you have to study. As I have uh, s- earlier I saw lots of interview of candidates who got selected in UPSC and SSC. So they are saying one thing repeatedly again and again that despite of reading lots of 10 book, despite of reading 10 book, you should read one book 10 times. So this is like if you want to be advanced in that particular participants, lots of candidates who got selected in this particular field. So
Right.
what's your strategy? What's your strategy you are going to follow to clear this exam?
See, I mean, everyone, like, has their own the way of handling, and having the strategy. For me,
Mhm,
because I know my own strength, my weakness, so I have
mhm,
to encounter the challenge as per my own strength and the weakness. Those things are not, it's not right to reveal here, but
mhm,
yes,
mhm,
I have noted that these are my issues where I have to work on. For example, there are the few subjects where I believe I'm so much profound, in those subject, but at the same time, I very well know there are the certain the areas, certain subject topics even, where I'm not that much good. I have to work there. So my strategy very much simple and very candid. I have to work on my weakness more, and I have to maintain my strength, whatever strength I have. There should not be any kind of diminishness in my other strength. For example, what happens sometimes, we do we give a lot of the times to the such a subject where we are so much strong, but we
Mm-hmm.
don't pay that much heed where we are the weak. So I'm trying to make the balance, that there should be no parity between my the strength and my weakness. For example, as I just mentioned to you, if I'm the weak in any subject, so it is my principal responsibility to work on my weakness. It should not be like that I'm trying to turn down from my weakness. I just keeping the focus on my the strength. Okay, these are the subject where I'm so much good. It's my
Mm-hmm.
responsibility to maintain the balance, because it's not possible that I will crack any examination, not just about the civil services, without fulfilling and without plugging my weakness. So I have to work on my weakness, then my strength. Of course I can maintain my the strength, whatever strength, wherever I'm the good at my subject, I can do that. But at the same time I have to work on my the on those subjects where I feel that I have to really work on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. So there are going to be like some weak point. Again, there are going to be some strong point, and you have to
Okay.
identify it and you have to work it accordingly, right?
True. Yes, exactly.
Okay. So how long you have been learning this language?
It has been 1 year, more or less.
1 year. So yep, you are going to be appear for your UPSC interview. So it's kind of an essential thing for that,
Hmm. True.
right? And apart from this, is anyone wants to learn this language? Okay. So what step they should take if any beginner wants to learn this language? So how they should approach toward it?
Just only 1 second.
Mhm.
They can, of course, they are not comfortable for. Hmm.
So, like 1 month ago, as I have the knowledge about the basic conversation, I can have a basic conversation if like with anyone. But when I came to know about this Skype app, so I thought like, okay, let start having a conversation, one-to-one conversation with strangers. Okay. So 1 month ago, I joined this Skype group. Okay, and I connected with around 40 to 50 peoples. So it's like a completely a new experience for me. I have learned quite new things. Okay, so yep, I you are absolutely right that if one wants to improve, then they should speak more and more. Okay, if the one wants to improve their communication and express themselves more confidently and clearly, then they should speak whatsoever they are listening and whatsoever they are watching.
Done. Yes, like a lot of the learners are there on this group. They have so much knowledge. They have the knowledge
Mhm,
of the grammar. They have
mhm,
so much confidence. But
mhm,
the problem is that they are not taking the step. I have seen a lot of the learners. They are on the same page
mhm,
where where they started their journey, because
mhm,
they are not so consistent with this language. I mean this speaking journey. Like what they do sometimes, they take the sessions 1 day 2 day, and after that they take the gap. That is not the
mhm,
right
mhm.
thing. Ultimately you have to be very much consistent, and you have to very much determined that you have to do your practice at any cost. And what in my case too, not a single day goes by when I do my practice, whether it's
Mhm.
audio call, video call, because I believe that because it's not our mother tongue, we are not the native speaker, that we should not do the practice. We will speak automatically. Like in my case, when I don't take the session 1 day 2 day, and when I come to the second, I mean the third day, I feel that I haven't practiced for a longer time. So I always try to be seated with this language. The same thing I would say to the others: be aligned with this language.
And just one thing I want to ask you that have you ever felt this that if you like learn any of the new word, you have learned any of the new word, okay, but you haven't tried to incorporate in your conversation. So have you felt that you are like forgetting that word?
Okay, let me remind you one thing.
Hmm.
I just before asking this question, I use one very crucial sentence structure. Not a single day goes by Ben. You know, this is the new sentence structure which I learned today. I just spoke to you intentionally.
Okay.
Okay, and so I learn one sentence structure to, and I always try to. Before that, I had a conversation with one Twitter most so I used that, and this was the somewhere down the line, this was the sentence structure which I learned yesterday, which I used even yesterday in my conversation, or even before having the conversation with you. I used the same sentence structure with that Twitter. So she asked me that this is the new sentence structure, how did you learn this? And so I always try to produce something new.
Hmm. Hmm. But the like often I felt this problem that I am learning the new words and the new phrase or sentence, you can say. But the thing is that if I'm not repeating it in my conversation, okay, so somehow I am forgetting that sentence or new vocabulary.
Yes,
So
yes,
like it's not possible to repeat every word in the conversation, right? So
correct.
it's like one kind of hectic for me. But yep, I'm doing the revision again and again to retain those words.
How do you revise? Would you like to mention
So
here?
yeah. So the revision which I'm doing is, for an example, if I'm writing any of the new words, okay, so I'm writing their synonyms so that I'm not restrict to that one particular word, as I have the other alternate option also. Okay. And I also write the context, in which context I can use those words. Okay. So for an example, like I am doing the revision of the synonyms and the word and the context. This is how I am revising.
Okay. Okay, let me tell you one thing.
Mhm.
Whenever you learn something, new sentence, whether it's a new sentence structure, vocabulary, or something else,
Mhm.
I mean, apart from just revising, you always you should try to make the sentence. So for example, in my case too, yesterday when I learned the new sentence structure. One was the just mentioned to you, not a single day goes by when. So I made around 20 sentence, so that I can repeat those things, those sentence structure again and again, and then it's become very much easier for me. And the same things I would also suggest you that you should also do the same thing whenever you are learning new word and even the new sentence structure. Make a rough or the fair where you can write down the new sentence whatever you want to write down.
Mhm. Mhm. And according to you, is writing is helping us to improve our communication, or we should only focus on speaking?
It's help humongously.
Okay, so somewhat it's helping. Somewhat is like a coordinate with each other, right?
Yes, true. I think the writing is something. Writing, I would say it is the foundation stone, because a lot of the things we learn while
Mm-hmm.
writing, the sentence structure, our confidence, we drive, from writings. So I do, and everyone, those who are learning this language, even if you, consult with any of the teachers, your Twitter also, so they would also suggest you that you should, do the writing something whatever, like the one page, two page.
Hmm. So, like in my earlier days, like I consulted with one of the tutor, okay, and she teach on clapping web, if I'm not wrong. So she taught me that start doing the storytelling thing, merge
Yes.
yourself into this thing. So this thing is going to be like, as a profession I am a teacher, okay, so this thing is going to help you to engage and enjoy inspire your students also.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
like
See.
whatsoever you are, like for an example, if you are reading one of the story, so try to summarize in your way, okay, whatsoever vocabulary you are having and whatsoever sentence structure you know. Okay. You do not need to be say the same story, but try to summarize in your own way.
Correct. Yes, I think she advised you very rightly. Even I also had a couple of them the session with the tutors free of
Mm-hmm.
cost. You know, they are on the YouTube. So they also suggested me the same thing. They said that whatever is inside your room, you can describe those things in English,
Mm-hmm.
and by this way your thinking will be increased. So I used to do the same thing, but now I feel very much comfortable, so I don't do these activities now. But I also did the same thing at the very outset.
Yep, like at the point after some time you are going to be at the point that you have done all the basic thing. Okay, now your curiosity is going to increase to learn something advanced, something intermediate level. Okay,
Right.
as you are seeing the other people's and they are having the conversation so fluently and like effortlessly, they are able to incorporate a new words, new phrase into their conversation. So this thing also, like I started wondering how they are doing it, but the only way is to revise again and again and start implementing those words in your conversation. So
True.
when I started having a conversation, or you can say a real conversation, okay. So somewhat it helped me to boost my confidence, okay. And recently I went for an MNC company for an interview, okay. And yep, you need to have a good command over this language, okay. Not a good command, but you should know how to express yourself, okay,
Right.
your thoughts precisely, okay, in a short.
Got it.
So this thing I felt this thing is important and we should to like we need to focus on it, that speaking is not only the part but how, like how to speak effectively. Okay, this is
Yes.
very important.
You know, and like having the knowledge of English language is not just about your English skill. It's about how you put your thoughts to the point. It's not that you are saying some things in very longer way. You are
Mhm,
inflating the things. For
mhm,
example, you have seen a lot of the people, those who are very good at this language, particularly the tutors. They say
mhm,
the same things very very crisp, very concise way. When we
mhm,
come to the things to us, we describe a lot of the things out of the box. They don't
mhm,
have the importance, but the same things that when come to the Twitter, they describe in very concise in the nutshell. And so English is not just about having the knowledge of the grammar. It's about that how you are convincing, how you are communicating with your co-learners, co-partners.
mhm. And the another thing is that she told me, the tutor, she told me that you are going to see the people who are better than you, okay. They are speaking better than you, okay. So like you are going to have a different thoughts in your mind, but always they are not your competition. Your competition is you only, okay. You have to improve yourself day by day, okay. And yep, they are better than you in somewhat way, in some factor they are better than you, but you have to make better yourself every day, okay. So it's not an overnight thing, okay, that if you are seeing someone they are speaking so effortlessly, okay, so you are thinking okay in 2 or 3 days I'm going to become like them. So it's not going to be work like this way, okay. It's going to be a journey, okay. You need to be
Yes,
enjoyed.
true,
It's
true.
not an overnight thing.
Yes, you are true, and I think we are having the knowledge of in your case maybe the Gujarati, in my case it is the knowledge of the English language. So you can understand that you are learning English language just for the 1 years or the 2 years. So how can you think, how can you imagine that you would be so fluent, so proficient with the English language just for the 1 year or the 2 years? It will be long, I mean it would be the longer game. A longer game in the sense it will be takes more than the 1 year, the 2 years. Yes, we can learn this language within the 6 months. It's a very much sufficient and not more
Mm,
than. But when we come to uh, going very deeply, then we have to, I think, the wait for the 1 year, because in the 1 year you can become so proficient, so good. In my case too, I have taken the 1 year, but I was not that much consistent, before the 6 month. But past, I would say, for the 6 month, I'm so much devoted for it. So I'm witnessing the result of that.
And as a profession, I am working as a teacher, and somewhat I felt that as a teacher you should have a good command over this language.
Correct.
Okay, you are accountable for your students' knowledge and as well as their communication. They are going to learn from you only. Okay, and the thing is that if you are having a good command over this language, you can express yourself more clearly and confidently. Okay, and in my case, it helped me to boost my confidence. This is
Mm,
the another reason why I am learning this language.
I think you are the teacher, so you have the lot of the space. Space in the sense.